3 months before Bihar elections, the Election Commission of India embarks on a contentious role revision exercise. The aim to eliminate bogus voters. The process requires unprecedented furbishing of documents to prove citizenship. The reaction, voter apprehension, and a massive political storm. Opposition calling it vote bandi. Bihar government calling it Operation Cleanup. The case now with the top court of the country. While source-based leaks from the Election Commission make the rounds. As per sources, the process has already revealed illegals from Nepal, Bangladesh and Myanmar. Sources or sutra of the EC have now run foul of leader of opposition in Bihar, Tejasvi Yadav, where he called sources or sutra this.
ये वही सूत्र हैं जो इस्लामाबाद, कराची, लाहौर जो कब्जा करवा रहे थे। ये सूत्र को हम लोग जो है मूत्र समझते हैं, क्योंकि 20 साल से बिहार में सरकार इनकी है, 11 साल से केंद्र में इनकी सरकार है, और ये जितने चुनाव जीत करके ये लोग गए सरकार बनाए, तो यानी सब फर्जी है यानी।
The Bihar government now gunning for the RJD for insulting the Election Commission.
ये तो सूत्रों के बाढ़ में कौन बहा है? लालू परिवारी न बहे हैं। उसके बाद भी सूत्र को मूत्र कह रहे हैं। कहते रहिए, कल्याण वस्तु यही सूत्र करेंगे आपका।
While the controversy rages on, the larger question: what stops the EC from holding a legit press conference? Top focus on To The Point this evening. All right, joining me right now is Manoj Jha, RJD MP Rajya Sabha. Appreciate you taking the time out and joining us, Mr. Jha. First up, in midst of all the arguments that are swirling around Mr. Jha, the government of Bihar and even the government of the day continues to build one argument. That is, does the RJD or the Gathbandhan in Bihar want illegals to vote when it comes down to the special revision of rules that is taking place?
Preeti ji, it's a very, your channel is very, very responsible. But tell me, we have three election commissioners. One CEC in Delhi, Ganesh ji, then we have Joshi Sahab, we have Sandhu Sahab, and we have a chief electoral officer in Bihar, Gunjal Sahab. Has any one of them come to the press and said that, look, we have discovered or invented or whatsoever the illegal immigrants or the number of entries which are foreign nationals in the electoral roll of Bihar in whatever district they wish to say? We have not heard. What we have heard, an attribution to an entity called sources. I don't know where have we reached in our parliamentary and political career that sources, and there is not even a single question who the sources are. But the fundamental fact remains, not what the BJP says, that has the EC said it? And if the EC has said it, the same contaminated electoral roll is responsible for electing Honorable Prime Minister thrice, 14, 19, and 2024. Let these kind of things, even the draft roll is not ready. There is utter chaos in Bihar in every nook and corner. Some of your reporters and stringers, if you ask them about several districts, they'll tell you there is a wide confusion. Honorable Supreme Court gave a direction to the Honorable Election Commission of India that in order to maximize inclusion and minimize chaos, you must look at ration card, EPIC voter card and Aadhaar card at the top of it. We have not had any word, official word. Again, leave aside sources from the Election Commission. So what I'm essentially of the view that a commission which was designed by the first CEC, Sukumar Sen, he would not even imagine that we shall come at a position then in lieu of EC, Some sources will speak, and then there shall be political commentary on it, bereft of any evidence, bereft of any scientific rationale, bereft of any political understanding.
Right. Mr. Jha, I understand your apprehensions, especially when it comes down to where this information is stemming from, that there are illegals in Bihar from Nepal, from Bangladesh, from Myanmar, because it's all source-based information. And you're completely right where you say that there should at least be an official indication. There should be a press conference by the EC instead of source-based information. Two questions I'll follow up with this. Number one, Manoj Jha, on the larger context of this entire exercise, while there are issues and the opposition like you continue to highlight those, the government of Bihar, be it the JDU, be it the BJP, be it even the LJP, constantly goes on to say, all of these parties, what's the problem? Because over 70% of people, as per the official data, I'm only quoting official data, have already submitted their forms, number one. Number two, the constant refrain, Mr. Jha, is that the likes of your party want illegals to vote. Ghuspetiye, all of these terminologies, being peddled right now. But the larger indication, what's wrong with an exercise which only deletes bogus voting? That's what the various parties are stating.
Preeti, I think your question itself is loaded with lots of misinformation, half-truths, which have again come from the sources or from the BJP quarters. But having said that, I'll tell you, let's go one by one. First of all, I have said it earlier and I repeat. First of all, our people in Delhi, whether the BJP government or the election commission, should understand the Indo-Nepalese relationship across 15, 16 districts in Bihar. There are marriages across the border. I mean, the forces from Nepal work for you. They work here. That different kind of treaties are between these two nations. But then I think these are post-truth times. So I won't get into that and waste my time and your time. Your channel, I repeat, is a responsible channel. I would request you, ask your reporters, ground level reporters, because one Hindi daily has also done extensive reporting today. That's one of the popular Hindi daily, not only in Bihar, entire North India. English dailies, every newspaper which matter for this country, they have been doing it. Are they bringing issues from the heaven? The fact of the matter is, let me tell you why. Why did we object? 22 years ago it happened. Do we even remember that in 2003, when Atalji was the Prime Minister, these kind of exercises happened at a grand scale, at a large scale? Did we come across any noise, any conflict? 2003, you must have been there, in whatever capacity, wherever. You might not have had. I don't remember. I was teaching in Delhi University. I never heard anything about 2003 exercise. Why this time it is troublesome? That means the people who designed it, who envisaged it, they were not very clear what do they want and how do they want what they want. Number two, when the CEC took over, and I was very glad when he said immediately after taking over that no decision of mine shall be without consulting the political parties. It certainly was a huge decision. Did he consult the political parties? No. Maybe he might have consulted one, but that doesn't represent the plurality of political culture in India and multi-party system in India. Third, how did he arrive at the conclusion that these 11 documents are sacrosanct, rest other documents shall not be entertained? How did he envisage that the exercise has to begin from Bihar, which is going to have official notification in the month of September? Look at the rush. Look at the chaos. The chaos is because of the pressing timeline, not because of any. We are not principally opposed to it. The fact of the matter is you did not put your head into it. And as a result of which, all these things which I'm telling you on your channel have been raised by, have been spoken by the Honorable Supreme Court also. But because it's an ongoing exercise, Supreme Court said that we are fixing a date of 28th of July. But meanwhile, we want you to maximize inclusion and look at these kind of documents like Aadhaar EPIC voter card and ration card, but there is no official confirmation. So
Right.
what I mean that we are not against the exercise. We are against the transparency. We are against minimizing participation. And in the same election commission is aware of the fact that roughly 20% of Bihar's population live outside Bihar. And their presumption is that the people who live outside Bihar may have duplicate voters. Now, where is the evidence? For this also you need evidence. Bereft of
So,
evidence,
Mr. Jha,
you are
primarily you're saying your political outfit has two issues. One, of course, is the timing of it, taking place 3 months before elections in the month of monsoon. Number time, you're talking about transparency. You don't have issues with
Number three, lack of consultation. Absolute lack of consultation.
So these are your three issues. These are your three issues with the Election Commission conducting this exercise. You know, you did say, well, we have our reporters on ground, and yes, there are issues, and that's what we've been constantly highlighting. But the flip side of it, which of course, you know, the question that I asked you, the government continues to say, and, you know, it's a valid point. Do we want bogus voting? We want it removed. They also give the example of 2003, which you also quoted, saying that entire exercise was completed in a month's time. So there is fair amount of time before the Bihar election actually kicks in for this exercise to be completed.
This is wrong information. 2003 took 8 to 10 months. There was no immediate election in 2003.
No, fair point. But no, Mr. Jha, fair point that it took, there were no immediate elections, but the government and the EC maintains that the entire exercise was done in 33 days. That is what, at least, what is coming in from the...
Let the then Chief Electoral Officer Bihar, his version, it took roughly 6 to 8 months.
Okay. Well, I'm quoting the government and what you call the EC sources.
No, government or Election Commission.
No, I'm quoting both, sir. I'm quoting the other question that I'd like to ask you.
If it is government court, I consider it a political court. But if it is Election Commission court, please put it on your website also.
All right, last two questions, Manoj Jha, that I'd ask you. Fair, you know, issues that your party has raised where it comes up in terms of the role revision that is taking place. But even though it is source-based information and you're valid to ask for a press conference that the EC should hold and put all this information which is being leaked by sources on record, valid concern of your party, but then to turn around with your leader, you know, calling sources, source mutra, sutra mutra, you know, you and I both know what the connotation that is. Then you're completely making, you know, slight or making fun of a constitutional position.
No. I mean, constitutional position did not come out and said that we are saying this. It's sources. And please, these sources were responsible for N number of things in recent times. They have been responsible for N number of things in recent times. There are times when you use a particular metaphor. You might dislike it apparently, but the fact is, the message gets conveyed. And look, don't forget, we are living in times of Bhais, Mangal Sutra and Mujra. Jalidar Topi. These are the kind of discourses.
All right, so you're saying you've resorted to the same discourse, correct?
No, I am saying that it was not an aspersion on the Election Commission. It was on the sources. Because Election Commission, even after that, has not come out and said our exercise is complete. Please do understand, the exercise is not even 25% complete. Enumeration form submission is meaningless without the documents, without the verification.
Okay, fair point.
No, please listen to me. There has to be 2 times verification. Please don't make it absolutely an issue, which, I mean, without any argument, without any substance.
No, I get what you're saying, sir. My final question that I asked you before we leave.
I wish you get my point. I just wish. I hope you get my point.
Why do you think we don't get your point, Mr. Jha? You know, why? You know, I don't understand that point. But okay, yeah.
You have a preconceived notion.
No, sir, that's incorrect.
That
not all, not everyone.
I'll speak this language. I'm talking on the basis of evidence. On the basis
fair
of
point.
precedence.
We understand. No, one second, sir. As a journalist, one completely understands this exercise is problematic in the manner of which is being conducted. And that is why it's in court. everyone, we understand that. You need to give us a little bit more
एक मिनट
credit.
प्रीति जी,
हाँ
just
जी.
of all the previous chief election commissioners, have you seen anybody agreeing to this exercise in this manner? I have read 4 election commissioners, previous ones, not a single one who has stood in favor of the exercise in this manner. That tells you the real story.
Okay, fair point. Last final question, Mr. Jha. We are going to hear from the top court, which are hearing number of, petitions challenging the EC's move conducting this exercise. Whatever the result is, will it be acceptable, or what the court says to your political outfit?
Look, I mean, there is no denial. We have moved to the court because we found the election commission was not willing to understand our position, our concern. At the same time, we saw that the honorable court could see the merit in our argument. They were also concerned about the pressing timeline. They were also worried about the possible exclusion to an extent. During the proceedings, the honorable judges asked that you have so little time that if somebody finds his or her not there.
But Mr. Jha, it's not the first time we've heard a lot of observations which seem to suggest something, but you don't know.
You did not let me finish.
Sir, make your point.
Let me finish my argument. It's your channel. You have all the time. I'm just telling you that the court said that people won't have time after grievance redressal for voting because the voting shall be over. That amounts to potential disenfranchisement. And any democracy should get worried because one man, one vote, one value, that gets defeated. My only submission before you.
Sir, very passionate submissions. Very passionate submissions that you have made, and we're going to carry it exactly the way you've made them. And, we are not coming in with any preconceived notions. But just the final point, Mr. Jha, before we let you go, because it's not the first time, Mr. Jha, that we've heard the top court of the country or various courts make some very strong observations. But when it comes down to the order, we've seen a bit of a discrepancy at times. Is the RJD agreeable to whatever the judgment is on this case?
I mean, of course, yes. Why do you want us to open another front? You want us to fight our court? No. My court is my court, the highest court of the land. We'll take our, because something, I'll just end with this metaphor, that the highest court of the land is the source of light in a dark tunnel. And as a nation, we are passing through a deep, dark, apparently endless tunnel.
All right. Mr. Jha, appreciate you taking the time out and joining us. Thank you. Good luck, sir, with your plea in the court.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, viewers, on India Today, you'll always hear both sides of the story, from what the RJD says now to what the BJP says in power along with the JDU and the LJP in the state of Bihar. Joining me right now is senior BJP leader from the state side, Shahnawaz Hussain. Mr. Hussain, बहुत शुक्रिया कि आप हमसे जुड़े. सर, पहला सवाल जो बार बार उठ रहा है, क्योंकि ये सूत्रों के हवाले से जो खबर आ रही है ईसी से, क्या आपको लगता है सही है? क्या ईसी को इस वक्त एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर लेनी चाहिए, साफ रख देना चाहिए कि देखिए इतने इलीगल्स पाए गए और ये जो पूरी एक्सरसाइज है अब तक यहाँ पहुंची है, क्योंकि सूत्रों के हवाले से सिर्फ एक पॉलिटिकल कंट्रोवर्सी खड़ी हो रही है?
नहीं, देखिए, मीडिया में बहुत सी खबरें आती हैं और वो क्रॉस चेक भी होती हैं, लेकिन अगर बिहार एक बॉर्डर स्टेट है जहाँ नेपाल का बॉर्डर है, बर्मा नज़दीक है, जहाँ से बांग्लादेश का बॉर्डर बहुत नज़दीक है. मैं किशनगंज से मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट रहा हूँ 13वीं लोकसभा में. एकदम बॉर्डर, बांग्लादेश के बॉर्डर का डिस्ट्रिक्ट है. और बहुत दिनों से बिहार में ये शिकायत रही है कि बहुत से बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों ने यहाँ वोट बनवा लिया है. ये तो पहले से चर्चा है, कोई नई चर्चा नहीं शुरू हो रही. हमारा इतना कहना है कि जो SIR योजना शुरू हुई है इलेक्शन कमीशन के जरिए, वो अच्छी नीयत से किया गया कदम है, लेकिन जानबूझ के विपक्ष के लोग जो जानते हैं कि जब वो जीत जाते हैं कर्नाटक में, जब जीत जाते हैं हिमाचल में, तेलंगाना में, वायनाड में, रायबरेली में,
तेजस्वी यादव राघोपुर में, तब इलेक्शन कमीशन बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है। और जब वो हार जाते हैं महाराष्ट्र में, हरियाणा में, दिल्ली में, तो ब्लेम इलेक्शन कमीशन पे देते हैं। अब एक नया ट्रेंड इंडी अलायंस के लोगों ने शुरू किया है कि वो हार का ठीकरा अपने ऊपर नहीं लेते, अपनी कमियां नहीं देखते कि आपकी क्या वजह थी जो जनता नाराज है आपसे, वो नहीं देख के इलेक्शन कमीशन को ब्लेम करते हैं। महाराष्ट्र में कह रहे थे कि इलेक्शन कमीशन ने वोट जोड़ दिया, यहां कह रहे हैं इलेक्शन कमीशन वोट काट देगा। कैसे पता लग गया इनको कि वोट कटने वाला है? क्यों ये हंगामा बर्पा किया जा रहा है? जो पहले भी प्रक्रिया होती है, जैसे मैंने भागलपुर में खुद इलेक्शन कमीशन को कंप्लेन किया था कई बार कि हमारे यहाँ गंगा के पार भी वोटर हैं और गंगा के इस पार भी वोटर है एक जिले में, तो आप ऐसा करें कि जो वोटर हैं वो दो जगह वोटर ना हो, एक ही जगह वोटर रहे। मैं दिल्ली में भी रहता हूं और बिहार में वोटर हूं, तो मैंने भी अपना वेरिफिकेशन कराया। अगर मैं वोटर हूं तो मैं इतना जागरूक तो हूं कि मैं जहां वोटर हूं, अगर वोटर रिविजन हो रहा है तो मुझे अपना कराना चाहिए। अगर इतना जिम्मेदार तो होना चाहिए हमें। तो जो वोटर हैं, कोई भी वोटर, एक भी वैलिड वोटर कटने वाला नहीं है। चुनाव आयोग पर ब्लेम किया जा रहा है। चुनाव आयोग डेली टीवी डिबेट में तो नहीं आगे बैठ सकता। मैं चुनाव आयोग का भी प्रवक्ता नहीं हूं, मैं पार्टी की तरफ से अपनी राय आपको दे रहा हूं। मैं मान रहा हूं कि आरजेडी के लोगों ने कैसे तय कर लिया कि वो कौन वोटर किसको वोट देने वाले हैं। अरे हम तो सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबके विश्वास वाले लोग हैं, हम सबके लिए काम कर रहे हैं। नीतीश कुमार यहाँ न्याय के साथ विकास कर रहे हैं, किसी को छोड़ के नहीं चल रहे हैं। तो जब हम अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, बिहार में इतना प्रोग्रेस हो रहा है, डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है, इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है, इंडस्ट्री लग रही है, डबल इंजन की सरकार है, लोकसभा में भी हम 40 में 30 सीट जीते हैं और इस बार भी हम 200 से ज्यादा सीट जीतने वाले हैं। पिछली बार चिराग पासवान अलग लड़े थे, वो मिलकर हम इकट्ठे होकर लड़ने वाले हैं। तो इनको पहले से खदशा हो रहा है कि ये जीतेंगे नहीं तो ब्लेम किसको दे, तो अभी से ब्लेम देने की तैयारी हो रही है। चुनाव हारने के बाद महाराष्ट्र में इलेक्शन कमीशन को ब्लेम दिया और चुनाव होने से पहले यहाँ बिहार में इलेक्शन कमीशन को ब्लेम कर रहे हैं। एक भी वोटर, मैं बिहार से भारत सरकार मंत्री रहा हूँ, बिहार में मंत्री रहा हूँ, 3 बार यहाँ सांसद रहा हूँ, एक भी मुस्लिम समाज से कोई व्यक्ति ने मुझे ये नहीं फोन किया कि मेरा वोट कट रहा है, किसी ने नहीं कहा। लेकिन आरजेडी के लोग उस पर हंगामा कर रहे हैं। और अगर किसी पत्रकार
सवाल ये नहीं, सवाल ईसी की नियत पे नहीं है। पहला सवाल है कि जो सूत्रों के हवाले से इतनी सारी खबरें आ रही हैं, पहले कभी नहीं हुआ। ईसी को बाकायदा एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके सारे जो भी फैक्ट्स हैं सामने रख देने चाहिए ऑन रिकॉर्ड। पहली बात, हम इसके पहले मनोज झा जी से बात कर रहे थे आरजेडी, उन्होंने बोला है कि देखिए हमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, ये जो पूरी प्रतिक्रिया हो रही है, जो ईसी पूरा रोल रिविजन कर रही है, हमें इससे कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। हमें 3 पैमाने हैं जिसमें हमें प्रॉब्लम है, इसीलिए हम कोर्ट गए हैं। उनका पहला सवाल है कि 3 महीने में ये पूरी एक्सरसाइज नहीं हो पाएगी क्योंकि रिड्रेसल नहीं हो पाएगा, तो और वो भी मॉनसून के वक्त। उनकी सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत ये है। दूसरा, वो कह रहे हैं कि उनको कंसल्ट ही नहीं किया गया। कोई पार्टी, ईसी मल्टी पार्टी को कंसल्ट करती है, सारी पार्टीज जो इसमें इन्वॉल्व है उनको कंसल्ट ही नहीं किया गया और ये पूरी प्रतिक्रिया उन्होंने शुरू कर दी।
मुझे ताज्जुब है, मैं मैडम 6 बार लोकसभा का चुनाव लड़ा हूं और कई चुनाव मैंने लड़वाए हैं, मुझे तो कभी कंसल्ट नहीं किया गया। क्या वोट रिवीजन का जब वोट का काम होता है, जो इलेक्शन कमीशन वोटर को जोड़ता है या वोट ऐड करता है या वोटों को काटता है, जो लोग डेथ कर जाते हैं उनके वोट डिलीट होते हैं, तो क्या पार्टियों को इस पर ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग करता है? भाई ये नेचुरल प्रक्रिया है, ये होती रहती है। अभी भी जो वोट का वेरिफिकेशन रिवीजन हो रहा है,
जी, उनका कहना है
जो 18 साल के
जो फैक्ट्स भी हैं कि 2003 के बाद ये पहली बार हो रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है कि ये पहले हुआ। 2003 की जब बात आती है तो ये पूरी प्रतिक्रिया बिहार में 6 से 8 महीने में हुई, तो हम कैसे कह सकते हैं कि ये 3 महीने में हो जाएगी। और एक और बात शाहनवाज जी बार बार उठ के आ रही है कि ईसी कह तो रही है कि 70% लोगों ने अपना फॉर्म दे दिया है। फॉर्म देना एक बात है, पर दस्तावेज देना, जो पूरे उसमें डॉक्यूमेंट्स देना, वो दूसरी बात है। वो अभी तक नहीं दिए गए हैं, सिर्फ फॉर्म भरे गए हैं।
नहीं, फॉर्म भरे गए हैं, मैंने भी भर दिया है। मैं दिल्ली में था, मेरे यहाँ वो फॉर्म आया था, वो उन्होंने भेजा, आप जो लोग बाहर रहते हैं वो व्हाट्सएप भी करेंगे तो वो स्वीकार होगा। ये दे दिया गया है। इलेक्शन कमीशन की नियत पर सवाल उठाने पर हमें एतराज है। इलेक्शन कमीशन संवैधानिक संस्था है, उस पर सवाल उठा रहे हैं। मीडिया ने कहा कि ये सूत्र, तो उस पर देखिए किस तरह की भाषा बोली जा रही, यानी टारगेटेड, पूरी तरह से इनका पूरा अभियान टारगेटेड है। इलेक्शन कमीशन को, मीडिया को, अन्य लोगों को कहीं कोई दुश्वारी आने वाली नहीं है। मैं जिम्मेदारी से कह सकता हूं कि हम लोग भी चिंतित रहते हैं कि एक वोटर छूटे नहीं, और सबको अपना, कोई वोटर है तो पार्टियों को सहयोग करना चाहिए कि वो इसमें सहयोग दें। अगर किसी का नाजायज कोई वैलिड वोटर है, जेन्युइन वोटर है, जानबूझ के उसका वोट नहीं ऐड किया जा रहा है तो जरूर शिकायत करना चाहिए, लेकिन इस तरह की कोई बात नहीं है। लेकिन एक मनोज झा जी कह रहे थे कि नहीं, हम प्रक्रिया पर सवाल नहीं उठा रहे। ये लोग तो गए थे कि प्रक्रिया को रोक दिया जाए। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसको रोकने से इनकार कर दिया, और जब इनकार कर दिया अगली सुनवाई है उनकी, और ये काम करने को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी नहीं रोका है। जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी नहीं रोका है तो ये रोकना क्यों चाहते? ये कहना कि 3 में मानसून है, बिहार के अंदर तो अभी कहीं पे बाढ़ नहीं है। हमने तो कोई, अभी जैसे दिल्ली में बारिश हो रही है हल्की फुल्की, यहाँ भी हो रही है, लेकिन मानसून है, ये नहीं हो सकता, वो नहीं हो सकता, तरह तरह की कवायद शुरू कर देना, क्योंकि अभी एक दुष्प्रचार किया है। जिस तरह सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट एक्ट में इन्हीं पार्टियों ने पूरे हिंदुस्तान में हंगामा किया, शाहीन बाग हर जिले में बनाया, कहा कि मुसलमानों की नागरिकता छीन ली जाएगी, जबकि सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट एक्ट जो सीए था वो नागरिकता देने वाला था, जिसमें पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश, अफगानिस्तान से जो रिलीजियस माइनॉरिटीज के लोग हैं, जिनको मजहब के नाम पे सताया गया, वो भारत आएंगे तो नागरिकता देंगे। कितनी गलतफहमी पैदा की। उसके बाद इन्होंने दूसरा अभियान चलाया वक्फ अमेंडमेंट एक्ट पे, कहा मस्जिद छिन जाएगी, कब्रिस्तान छिन जाएगा, दरगाह, खानका, इमामबाड़ा छिन जाएगा। कुछ ऐसा होने वाला नहीं है। खुद हम लोगों ने कहा कि नहीं, मुतवल्ली हिंदू नहीं होगा, मुतवल्ली मुस्लिम ही होगा, और जो वक्फ यूजर है वो भी रजिस्टर्ड करा दे। तो कितनी गलतफहमी पैदा की, उसके लिए
शाहनवाज जी, इस बारे में सिर्फ
अब पटना में जाकर
जो दिक्कतें आ रही है शाहनवाज जी, वो बिहार में बहुत सारे हमारे जो रिपोर्टर्स भी हैं जो बिहार के बोनाफाइड वोटर्स हैं, जिन्होंने 24 में भी वोट दिया। इस बार काफी लोग हैं जो कह रहे हैं दिक्कतें आ रही हैं, क्योंकि जब आप एक भारतीय नागरिक होने के वक्त, जब आप अपना एक नया वोटर आईडी बनाते हैं, अगर आप ईसी की वेबसाइट पे जाएं तो फॉर्म 6 के तहत सिर्फ आधार के तहत आपको एक वोटर आईडी आपका बन जाता है, नए वोटर आप एस्टैब्लिश हो जाते हैं। पर बिहार में आपको सिटीजनशिप का प्रूफ देना पड़ रहा है आधार के परे। तो बहुत सारे सवाल हैं जो आ रहे हैं इसमें। और 2003 में ये जो पूरी एक्सरसाइज हुई थी सिटीजनशिप की, वो 6 से 8 महीने लगे थे। तो इन चीजों पे, इन पैमानों पे सवाल किए जा रहे हैं शहनवाज जी।
देखिए, 2003 से देश आगे निकल चुका है। वो चीजें जो बहुत दिन में बनती थी, जो महीनों में काम होता था, वो मिनटों में होता है। आज देश आगे बढ़ गया है, चीजों को करने में कोई दिक्कत होती नहीं है। ये जो मैं कहता हूँ, ये बात सही है कि जो बोनाफाइड वोटर है, जो जेन्युइन वोटर है, जो भारत का नागरिक है, उससे वोट का अधिकार कोई नहीं छीन सकता। इलेक्शन कमीशन वोट करवाने में, वोट का अधिकार देने वाली संस्था है, वो छीनने वाली संस्था नहीं है। वो अच्छी नीयत से वोट का रिवीजन कर रहे हैं, वेरिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं। एसआईआर जो योजना है, इस पर तरह तरह के बिना बात के सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं। आप देखिएगा, ये सवाल सब गलत होंगे। ऐसे मामला तो सब जुडिस हो ही गया है 28 को। अभी तो वोट रिवीजन हो रहा है, और कौन कौन से पेपर होने चाहिए, इस पर चुनाव आयोग को कुछ सुझाव सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने दिए हैं। लेकिन 28 को जब डेट है, उसके बाद सुप्रीम कोर्ट इस पर कोई अपनी राय रखेगी। और जो लोगों की परेशानी है, उस परेशानी को चुनाव आयोग को बताना चाहिए, न कि इस पर हंगामा करना चाहिए, न कि इस पर आंदोलन करना चाहिए, न इस पर शक करना चाहिए। अगर हम अपने संविधान, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी पे ही शक करेंगे, मीडिया पे शक करेंगे, आखिर कोई जगह छोड़िए। ये लोग तो ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने सुप्रीम कोर्ट को नहीं बख्शा है। तो जो बिहार में कहावत है, मीठा मीठा गप गप, तीता तीता थू थू, अगर इनको लगता है कि नहीं इसमें हम मुद्दा बनाएंगे तो एक मुद्दा बनेगा, ये इनके नियत में है कि लोगों को भड़काएं कि मुसलमानों का वोट छीना जाएगा, गरीबों का वोट छीना जाएगा। ये दुष्प्रचार कर रहे हैं। क्या वोटर के चेहरे पर लिखा है कि वो किसको वोट करता है? ये चुनाव आयोग की एक्सरसाइज है, इलेक्शन कमीशन की एक्सरसाइज है, इस पर सबको ट्रस्ट करना चाहिए।
Okay.
अगर अपने इलेक्शन कमीशन पर अपने ही लोगों को ट्रस्ट नहीं होगा तो क्या होने वाला है?
जी, बहुत शुक्रिया शाहनवाज हुसैन जी कि आप हमसे जुड़े और आपने अपनी पार्टी का जो भी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू है वो रखा। Many thanks for joining us, viewers. We've tried to give you both perspectives. Of course, the EC yet to remark on the various source-based information which is out. Many would suggest that the EC should just hold a press conference, put everything on record instead of all the source-based information which is whirling around. We're going to leave it at that. We're going to let our viewers decide because the matter is sub judice. It is in court.
Amid rising attacks on Hindi speakers in Maharashtra and protests across southern states, Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan stepped forward to defend Hindi with conviction. He questioned why anyone should feel ashamed of the language, urging people instead to learn and embrace it. Invoking the legacy of former President A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, who deeply valued Hindi, Pawan Kalyan said Hindi was not imposed on anyone but should be welcomed as a unifying national language.
हिंदी को अपनाने में शर्म कैसी? हमारे भारत रत्न डॉक्टर अब्दुल कलाम जी तमिलनाडु से थे, लेकिन हिंदी को बहुत पसंद करते थे। तो आइए हिंदी को भी इसी नजरिया से देखें, ना तो जबरदस्ती करें ना विरोध, बस समझो और अपनाएं।
Kalyan reminded everyone that while mother tongues like Telugu, Tamil and Kannada are vital to cultural identity, Hindi serves as the essential common thread connecting India's diverse people.
మనం మాట్లాడే తెలుగు, తమిళ్, కన్నడ, మలయాళం, వడియా ఏ భాషలైనా కావచ్చు, మన మాతృభాష. ఇంట్లో మాట్లాడుకోవడానికి మాతృభాష ఉంది, కానీ మన ఇంటి సరిహద్దులు దాటితే మనకి రాజభాష హిందీ ఉంది.
DMK spokesperson Sarvanan criticized Kalyan's stance, arguing that Hindi should not be forced and that English remains the true link language, supporting economic progress without disadvantaging non-Hindi speakers.
We are not hating any language. We don't want Hindi shoved down our throats. We are saying English is the link language of this country. If we use Hindi as a link language, then every non-native speaker of Hindi becomes a second-class citizen. We want to avoid this.
Earlier, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, while speaking to India Today, had openly called Hindi the national language, differing from the southern chief ministers.
Local language, mother tongue is a must, no compromise. Why can't you learn Hindi also to be fluent, to mingle with North Indians? That is a national level. Nothing wrong in it.
As language tensions rise, Pawan Kalyan's strong defense of Hindi exposes the divide within the southern politicians over the issue. Bureau Report, India Today.
India, through precision roasting, skill.
Across to our panelists this evening, joining me, Mr. Boli Setti Satyanarayana, State General Secretary, Jan Sena Party, Srinivas Reddy Kumbham, Spokesperson Congress, Margani Bharat Ram, former MP, YSR CP. Let's cut across first to the Jan Sena spokesperson, Mr. Satyanarayana. Mr. Satyanarayana, what is the intention that was behind your leader stating that Hindi is like an aunt? Does the Jan Sena and the Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh believe that Hindi is a linked language which everyone needs to learn?
See, what actually Mr. Pawan Kalyan said was that Telugu is our mother and Hindi is our big mother, Peddamma, Periyamma. So why he said that is, it's a fact. Actually in India, Malayalam is spoken by 38 million people, Kannada 45 million people, Tamil 78 million people, Telugu 85 million people, English 150 million people, 130 to 150 million people, whereas Hindi 528 to 650 million people. So whether you like it or not, Hindi is our big mother. That is absolutely, that is a fact of figures. I'm not talking from my side. It is a census 2011 and official reports as on 23-24 available on records. So Hindi 528 to 650 million people, 528 like native speakers, and the people who adopted the language is the remaining people. So total 650 million people speak Hindi, and whereas English is spoken only 130 million. If the DMK party or their spokesperson.
But Mr. Satyanarayana, by the virtue of what you're suggesting, you're actually building a cause in a larger domain where delimitation is concerned. Because then it doesn't come down to the area and the states, but it primarily comes down to the number of people.
Yeah, it's actually, see, ultimately why English has become popular to get jobs across outside the country. It is helping. Many people, software people are doing excellent jobs.
No, Mr. Satyanarayana, by the virtue of your argument where you are saying X number of people speak Hindi a lot more than any other regional language, you are actually building a cause of delimitation which most South parties oppose, and even your party has opposed in the past.
No need. Actually, we should all learn Hindi language. When we adopted English, what is wrong in adopting our own national language? There's nothing wrong. Actually, though it is not.
Okay, so that's your argument. Because if you make it on the cause of the number of people who speak Hindi, then by that virtue, you're actually building the cause for delimitation, Mr. Satyanarayana. I'll come back to that question. I want to bring in Mr. Kumbham, the Congress spokesperson, Shahnawaz Reddy Kumbham. Where does your party stand on what the Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra has just said?
Good evening, Preeti. Actually, it is the Congress Party which has brought in the Tribhasha Sutram. That in 1968, the National Education Policy of 1968, where the Congress Party was the party which has brought in the Tribhasha Sutram, wherein they said that the first language should be the mother tongue or the regional language. Then Hindi was supposed to be the second language, and the third language could be English. But here we are finding some states which are opposing the usage of Hindi as a national, as a language there. But never was it imposed on all the states. It's not being imposed, forcefully. But learning Hindi is definitely useful, because going by the linguistic diversity of this country, definitely when we are talking about numbers, everybody in this country knows most of the people speak and understand Hindi. So nothing wrong in learning Hindi. And definitely.
So your party also feels, sir, because it's interesting, because you take that line, nothing wrong in learning Hindi, but the rest of the states where the Congress is in government has opposed Hindi as a linked language. So is it the policy in Andhra Pradesh for Congress is different than what the policy is where it comes down to the state of Karnataka or Telangana?
Even in Telangana, we have never said that Hindi is not...
Your Chief Minister has come out on our network and vocally been very clear about the language policy and said very clearly that accepting Hindi as a linked language is unacceptable.
Hindi as a compulsory language is what Hindi as a compulsory language is a different subject. Learning Hindi is a different language. That is the thought process here. We are talking about whether Hindi can be learned. What Pawan Kalyan ji, I think, has said is that learning Hindi is not wrong here. And in fact, in Andhra Pradesh also, when the previous government, I think they were trying to remove Hindi as the language over there, it was the Congress Party which has opposed that same thing.
So, you still haven't made your stand clear. Where does the Congress stand on this? So it's okay to learn Hindi, but you're opposing it as a linked language? I'm not understanding the Congress's stand in Andhra, sir.
In Andhra or elsewhere, learning Hindi is never as a compulsory language, as a first language, definitely not. We are for the first language has to be the regional language, which is Telugu here in Andhra Pradesh or in Telangana. Second language, as even as for the National Education Policy of 2020 or the 1968 policy, having Hindi or any other, if not in a Hindi speaking state, definitely we always have a chance to, take any other language. It is not being forced.
Okay. So you're saying you have the same, exactly what the Janasena, the Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan said in Andhra Pradesh. I want to bring in Bharat Ram, Margani Bharat Ram. Where does the YSR CP stand on this language divide, Mr. Ram?
Firstly, very good evening, Ms. Preeti. Here we could clearly understand the stance of the Janasena spokesperson. He's just promoting the Hindi language. But way back in 2017, perhaps Mr. Pawan Kalyan has opposed the Hindi language to be imposed in Telugu states or southern states. But they don't have a clear idea, because now they are promoting, but way back in 2017, they opposed it. And why is this hypocrisy? When they were there in the opposition benches, they have completely opposed the Hindi language in southern states, but now he is advocating for the promotion of Hindi. But as far as YSR Congress Party is concerned, we respect each and every language in our country, but not at the cost of Telugu's pride. And Telugu is not only a language, it is our identity, it is our legacy, it is our history and the pride of Telugu people. So we don't let Hindi to be at the cost of Telugu's pride. Of course, we respect each and every language. Of course, the people wants to learn Hindi or English. We are very clear in it, but not at the cost of Telugu's pride. But one thing, Ms. Preeti, this Janasena spokesperson has to answer. Why is this hypocrisy? When in 2017, if I'm not wrong, Mr. Pawan Kalyan has clearly opposed the imposition of Hindi language in southern states. And why his dual thought process? And what made
Mr.
him
Satya
change?
Narayana, the larger question is what is being implied very clearly, that Mr. Pawan Kalyan playing into the hands of the BJP. Mr. Satya Narayana, the question's for you, sir.
Okay, right. Actually, what Mr. Margani Bharat said was that we are changing the stand, or we don't have a clear stand. Mr. Pawan Kalyan is a true patriotic and also national integrity person, stands for national integrity. That has been displayed not now, 25 years back, when his movie, Telugu movie, he put a total Hindi song. A Telugu movie having a total Hindi
That's
song.
clearly absurd. So what is he talking? I mentioned in a public
Allow him
meeting.
to speak and then I'll come to you, sir.
In a public meeting.
Let Mr. Satya Narayana make his point. I will come to the YSR CP spokesperson.
Let me complete.
Yeah, Mr. Satya Narayana, make your point.
Yeah. See, the thing is, when Pawan Kalyanji said South-North divide is going to come because of the power is not shared properly. See, at that time, power was not shared properly. The reason is the South Indian people are not having the language commanding on the Hindi language and all. They don't know how to coordinate and get the national programs and part of the national programs. This is there right from beginning. Even earlier also, Panchayati Raj funds never used to spend in Andhra and Telangana and other places because our people never used to go and demand for it.
It is quite irrelevant.
You don't answer in bit. Let me complete.
Make your points very quickly. Yes. The change of stand of your leader. Quickly.
Mr. Pawan Kalyan is always for Hindi. He never said. He said the power has to be shared equally, north-south. Otherwise, the north-south divide will come. What he said is there will be a north-south divide will come if the proper national assets are not.
So, Mr. Bharat Ram, the indication is that Hindi will help bridge the north-south divide. That doesn't relegate Telugu to an inferior language.
Not at all. Not at all.
See, one thing here we can clearly understand. The Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and the Chief Minister's son both are competing with each other in advocating and promoting Hindi in Andhra Pradesh, trying to impress the Honorable Prime Minister, just trying to impress him. So our stand is very clear, and since our party, we formed our party, and the epitome of YSR Congress Party is on a single line. We respect each and every language, but not at the cost of Telugu's pride at bargaining
We're going to
chips.
leave it at that. I appreciate all three of you for joining us. Thank you there for putting your point forward, because this is going to be a highly emotive issue, especially where the people of Andhra Pradesh are concerned. But this is the political stand that was taken by the Deputy Chief Minister, Pawan Kalyan, where he didn't say that Hindi should be mandatory or compulsory. All he said was that Hindi should be learnt. It will help bridge the north-south divide. Well, this is what he intended to say. But what does the TDP leader, IT and Education Minister, Nara Lokesh, have to say about the entire language row? Well, we did speak to him. Listen in. What are your views where it comes down to the NEP, the national, education policy? There is so much that has been spoken of your neighboring state, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, name it.
Well, the NEP policy is actually good. We've implemented it and we are in the process of implementing it. It's not bound to any state and states can decide it. The whole discussion is about languages, and it's very unfortunate that languages are being pitted against each other. And I'll tell you why. When I met Dharmendra Pradhanji, the whole discussion was about local language and the importance of mother tongue in schools. And Dharmendra Pradhanji went on to say that actually, it's, Mr. Naidu or, Mr. Modi ji actually learned, they went to school and the medium of education was their mother tongue. And look at the kind of impact that they're able to do. So he understands the importance of it as a minister. India understands the importance of mother tongue. But at the same time, Hindi is our national language.
No, it's not.
It is. I've learned Hindi.
It's not a national language.
It is our national language and we should take it forward.
Okay, so,
Why should we not? I mean, my question here is that why should we not learn Hindi? Why should we just say that we should? Why are we pitting Tamil against Hindi? Telugu against Hindi?
Okay, let me ask you this way. I'll tell you what the issue is, and it comes down to this. Should Hindi be the linked language in this country? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yes? Because that's what the other South parties disagree with you.
Well, Telugu Desam Party stands for...
Because for them, it's English should be the linked language, not Hindi.
English already is the linked language. No second thoughts about it. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong in our kids learning Hindi. Why are we so scared about it? No, in fact, we should learn more languages. If you look at it, Mr. Naidu has been talking about, some of our kids have to actually learn Japanese, German, because there are opportunities out there. So we should truly be a global citizen.
So, okay with Hindi being a linked language?
Absolutely.
Well, for that entire conversation, do tune in the coming weekend, 9 p.m. Saturdays, 8 p.m. Sundays. But the imperative part, the important part of that conversation is that the IT and Education Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Nara Lokesh, son of the Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, also believes that Hindi is a great link language. So pretty much exactly mirroring what Mr. Pawan Kalyan said.